More Americans are leaving the United States for good, according to international experts.
Some Americans have simply had enough, and they're packing and moving their families all the way to Europe for a new life.
Americans' interest in moving out of the U.S. is on the rise.
New wave of Americans packing up and moving to Europe.
People are beginning to wonder if the U.S. is as great as they always thought it was.
See, it's a total mess, but in time everything will be cleaned up, straightened up. We can finally call this our home. Good thing is this kitchen is pretty well equipped. You guys know that we love cooking. And you can tell the owner's a big fan of IKEA. We might have to make a stop ourselves. You know, we definitely have to pick up a cutting board, some knives, a bunch of towels, and linens. Unfortunately, all that wasn't included. It's nice it has all these little different things, like there's a grater, a bunch of whisks. There's a scale we could use to measure some things out. Even has a blender, which will definitely come in handy for shakes and different sauces. And that tree over there can be a little bit noisy, but actually in the evening it's a lot more quiet. And I love these buildings, these Ostman buildings. Such a beautiful design. One day we'll have a nice terrace or balcony like up there. Never know, maybe something in the future. I do have to admit, I do like these paintings. The owner definitely has good taste. We have a deep passion for art. Anytime we travel, we go to a new country or city, try to check out the local museums, see what kind of exhibits and famous artworks they have there. So if you know any of these famous paintings, leave us a comment below. Got our first major issue here. As you can see, there's no water coming out. I'm gonna have to contact the landlord about this. Not to add more to my plate. Looks like the washing machine is not working either. You can see it's supposed to fill up with some water, and all I hear is the humming noise. And look back there, everything seems to be connected okay. So I don't know what the issue is, but clearly there's no water coming through these tubes. This bottom rack is not coming out cleanly. There's a wheel missing. I don't know if there's something that's actually attached here, like on the top drawer. Look at these dents. The biggest problem is there's no internet. There's fiber already installed in the building, but it's not installed in our actual apartment. So the owner said that she has an appointment scheduled for next Wednesday, which is about 5 days from now. So we've been relying on our mobile data, of course, on our phone. Over time that starts to add up, but it's really frustrating to not have internet. And things just keep getting interesting. There was definitely internet hooked up before, but you see how this wire has been completely cut and severed. Yeah, there's definitely internet installed before we came. This is all left behind. You said he's from Lithuania, is that right?
Lithuania,
oh my goodness, yeah.
Speaks good English, but not so much French.
Him and I, I'm still learning. It's just not easy.
There's a lot of Eastern Europeans working in France, Polish people.
And why is it not working?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, we actually bought it in Brittany. It's a big competition that they used to have of sailing ships in Brittany.
Oh, okay.
On the west coast. So, one reminds me of Marrakesh, if you've ever been to Marrakesh.
Never. I would love to go.
It's one of the streets in the market in Marrakesh. That's all good, Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Your house now.
Oh my goodness. Everything all taken care of. That's perfect.
Machine.
Oh, it's fine. I turned it on. Yeah, it was filling up.
She turned it on. She was good.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. Take care. Bye-bye. Guys, have a good day. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Got our first letter. And after several months, I finally got my driver's license. Jackie's still waiting for hers. On the flip side, Jackie got her Carte Vitale, which is the universal health care card. I'm still waiting for mine, of course, so it's probably gonna take a million years.
Firstly, thank you everybody for coming out tonight. It's been touching to see everybody in a room like this. Thanks to the guys here, Theo and Quentin. We are going to interview the Quentin on the show before, but this is part of I know that a lot of people don't make it out to the 12th, so just to put it into perspective a little bit, this is an old train line underneath it all. This is an artisanal hub with places like this, fantastic places like this, and then everything from like instrument making to chocolate making, this whole thing is worth the water on top and underneath. There's gin and pastiche, same thing, but that's, here's where you get the drinks. There's other stuff as well, just ask the guys that look after you. There's food that I hope you've all noticed, but like, let's eat it up. Also, maybe at the end when I finish talking, Quentin and Theo said to me, he said, do your people know what andouillette is?
Yes.
And I said, I don't really know, but I think they'd like to know if they don't. Okay, you smell it before you see it, but it's a meat, right? And it's a sausage, it's really stupid. I've said it a million times, but if it wasn't for the people supporting on Patreon, I would have absolutely stopped doing all this probably about 5 years ago. So it really means a lot to me that everyone's here. On an even sort of deeper, weird note, I remember when I started doing Patreon only events online, like I do a walk for all the Patreon members around the world, knowing that several people would be there at least. I remember sometimes as one person showed up, And that was so weird walking around Paris with a stabilizer and having one. Wondering if it was just like you should be nice to me or we just we could have a room full of people. Many of them just happen to be in Paris. It's really lovely. Augustus here, the photographer. Yay! So, also, if you haven't noticed the lady in the gold sequin jacket over there, there's who's responsible for all the good ideas on the Earful Tower and the illustrations and all the children's books. So I'll say hello to Liam if you get a chat. I'll say raise the glass to a fun year at the Earful Tower, bring the communities together, and like to have Frank Glass and Caribbean lovers in the same room.
So what we got here? Pastiche. The big difference with pastis is that we don't use taramis. That doesn't work in France. Replace it with Renanis, Fenel, and Dill. So you can move the licorice.
Allez-y, monsieur.
Gin from the distillery. Every ingredient are from France, organic. There is some citrusy, ginger, really refreshing gin. I hope you enjoy. Cheers.
Thank you.
It's already, yes. I think it's. Yeah.
It's andouillette.
We like the andouillette.